Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Be tolerant, looking for a Filipina. I want to talk about tolerance here and a little bit personal as far as revising your list. If you're somebody that's looking for a wife, overseas is what I talk about mostly here on Love Beyond the Sea, because I met my wife and we got married in the Philippines. But people that are looking for someone have a list of things in their mind. Everybody knows, everybody knows what's on their list. Their must-haves, gotta-haves, and then there's the absolutely not, never. And then there's another category of, maybe it could go either way. So that's kind of what I want to focus on here when talking about being tolerant when looking for a Filipina wife. One of my followers made this astute comment. He said, marriage doesn't come with a money back or satisfaction guarantee. And it doesn't. And, if we all make the very best decision we can, without taking 10 years to do it, to find a wife, there's always going to be some surprises, some things you didn't know and couldn't have known when you were, together a few times and then talking on camera a lot. Things will come up. Let's say you're married to her and she comes to live with you, new circumstances, new pressures, and you'll learn more about her. I think you always will. So, to have a hard and fast, expectation or must-have list that includes certain things, as if they're immutable is not a good idea, because you just don't know how things are going to turn out. And so you have to be flexible. And so I know that when you get married, you're going to continue to learn some things you like and dislike. So I want to back it all the way up into the dating stage here and just talk briefly about being tolerant with things, because most of us, we start out saying, okay, I have this long part of my list, and it says, these are the things I have to have, must-haves, can't do withouts. Then, and that's, I saw one woman on Dr. Phil had 5 pages of that. So we can get carried away. But then we don't have as many things that, we could probably be okay with. We focus so much on the absolutely must-haves. And wouldn't it be better, let me know what you think about this, as a way to look at this, if instead we traded that, flip-flopped it, and had a short list of things that we just had to have. A short list of things that we must have in order to, pursue a woman from the Philippines for marriage. I think it would be better to have a short list of the things that are absolutely the most important. Instead, have a longer list of those things we can tolerate, things we can learn to live with. Wouldn't be our first choice, but we don't want to have a long list of must-haves, a shorter list of must-haves, and maybe a longer list is what I'm talking about here. Things that we can learn to deal with, and not our first choice, but it would be okay. And by flip-flopping this order, revising the list, that would be just to give you, more women a chance to not have to, discard them right away because, that's on that list over there. And might broaden the search, the potential for women, and you're going to keep learning about each other, good and bad, after you're married. So just maybe we should think more about what I could probably be okay with, instead of what's going to be incredibly exciting, and just kind of think about some things we can tolerate to have a better chance, I hope, of finding love beyond the sea.